Today is August 21st, 2008. Oh, you know what date it is. Okay, it's 2013. Okay. No? 2016. Okay, okay. You won't let me fool him today. No fooling. No fooling today. Look. See? Up there again. See? Yeah? Stash. Wow. Down here, down here. Anyway, okay. Get serious now. Let's get this show on the road. I've received more than 1,500 emails relating to the healing machine. There's nothing anyone can do for at least 2 weeks because they're leaving to acquire some more assets. When they come back, I'll talk to them about what can be done, but too many emails came from one place, one side, asking for too much. Considering this is a brand new operation with one clinic, another clinic soon to be in Germany, and another one in Zurich, but not a small one, in Zurich, a big one. They're going to be concerned about the big one. That's where the concern should be, not in our developing something huge in America, United States. The machines will be made available. Some will. Maybe we'll be able to. We'll be able to set up a clinic, but it won't be under your own umbrella. You will not have that right. You see, that the patent rights all end right where they start, in the hands of the patentees, which happen to be this group of friends of mine. I've had some people even come to me telling me this is the same machine that they've seen before, and I laugh because 6 years ago, that little box I had the last time was before previously, it that little box was shown throughout Germany because they tried to duplicate what Peter made at that time, and they couldn't, and they just had to close it up. Peter, the box was superb. What we have now is much better, and not anyone has anything similar. They all say, well, gee, we get ours in this place too. Well, you can get it in that place. You see, I'm not going to tell you exactly how they do it, but not any machine is made in one place. Okay? It comes from 3 different places. So you're telling me one thing and I know 3 things. And I can just sit back and I can relax and I can say your machine is a little bit different. Or a lot different. Anyway, so we will be able to purchase some machines, just so you know, and get the line made and as soon as possible, and I'll try to arrange things for the return. Now, as for giving their contact numbers and emails out and so on, it's not going to happen. They don't work like that now. They have a small clinic, and everything works by word of mouth. There's no advertising, and they don't have appointments. When they wake up in the morning and they go into their office, there's 300 or 400 people or 200 people out in the street waiting to get into their building. They started with one machine. They have so many machines now. It's a different story. They're very successful. They're moving from that place, because it's too small, into the big place in Zurich, which they bought. It's huge. It's a big place. It'll handle many people. So you'll be able to go there. I can arrange that, I believe. And I can also arrange the other place, I believe, if you're in trouble. I can call and I think I can help you. So you're going to have to stay in touch, and we can do that. The thing is that it's just not, you're not going to just call them and walk in. It doesn't happen like that. You have to understand something. This these machines that will be for sale, many people won't be able to afford, and that's the reason why everything was supposed to come through and it will, the collateral accounts. When I open up the collateral accounts and I get those assets, I throw them into platforms. The money from that will go into the financing for those, for example, healing machines, healing computers, or even the free energy, which is coming soon, which is even better than before, amongst many other things. Fresh water, clean water out of waste. And so, I mean, it's just, the things are going to be fantastic. So we're going to be financing that, as we said a long time ago. When the notes were stolen, they were stolen because the Vatican was going to turn on the Vatican with new energy that new year. They're going to turn the lights off at 2 or 3 minutes before 12 at night, and they're going to come back on 2 or 3 seconds after 12 with new energy. And it would be that way. We'd all be changed right now if that had happened and Tabasco hadn't stolen. You know? So that's that. There's not much more to talk about there. We're going to have to handle this all, and I've got to take care of my responsibilities, which is the collateral accounts. The machines and healing and free energy and everything will fall into place. I can handle that as well. But I'll find somebody that I know that's very close to me to handle that in the very near future. Because there's going to be too much work to do for everybody. So, we're going to be getting an update on the video, I believe, that we put up relating to the new machine. The cameraman, our buddy, there, he's been working on the other parts to it with showing the screen of the computer as it's working, as it's scanning the body. So you'll see how it works. It'll give you an idea. Okay, you can sit back and watch and look and see exactly what's what. I just wanted to make sure you got an idea now of what this machine looked like, or how it worked actually. Walter could explain some, I could explain some. I feel great. My ear is perfect. No pain on the way home. My toe is, it's not good. As you saw, my toe's really healed. It's crazy. You know? Don't you think? It's crazy. I mean, it's insane, and all the other things in my body that's happened to is good. I feel great. Now, she's still up there. Come on down. Anyway, the machines will be available. We will get them. We will be able to use them. Not as readily as you think. I've got so many people. I want this. I want that. I want this. I want that. It's not going to work like that. Yeah, we have to arrange things. I do. Okay. They got people from Germany that want them. They got people from Switzerland that want them. They got people from Bulgaria that want them. They got people from everywhere in the world that want them. China wants them. Indonesia wants them. You know, I mean, Malaysia wants them. South Korea, everybody wants them. So, you know, you got to take it easy, and you've got to do it right, and it's got to come through the collateral accounts. That's what will manufacture those machines, and Walter will have to oversee that and make sure that the programming and so on is not stolen. Things like that. Okay? Now, if you have any questions, just send them, and I'll when I get them all together, I'll send them over to Walter, and we'll go from there. Okay? Now, received a message from one of my friends over there in Asia, and again they're trying to steal the gold. And it's not South Korea this time. It's not China. Ban Ki-moon's in it, but playing in the background, and so is Obama. And the person that is up front here is Abe from Japan. And he's purchased 20,000 metric tons of gold from Sri Lanka. He bought it from foreign president Machinda Rajapaksa. 20,000 metric tons of gold that didn't belong to him. Payment went through HSBC. The holder of the gold was the Mahinda Rajapaksa. But the holder is not the depositor. The holder cannot sell something that doesn't belong to him. And he did. Count and the family. This is 20,000 metric tons that most likely belongs to the family. We go to the BIS, we find out what the hell's going on. We put the pressure on the Sri Lankan Central Bank, we put it on the ex-president, and we put it on Abe. And as soon as I sign those papers, I'll have arrest warrants signed for all of them. And I will sign those papers now that I'm well. Whatever you guys tried to do to me, it worked for a while because I was really feeling pretty bad. But now I'm feeling okay. This money's not yours, Mahinda. It's not yours. I don't know whatever gave you the idea you could put your fingers on somebody else's gold, especially when it's all registered. You're going to get caught, all of you. I'll have the buyers' names of the gold, the people from the Japanese side, very shortly. We'll let you know who they are. Unbelievable. And the gold, by the way, has already been brought to Japan, just so you know. And the gold, which the ex-president of Sri Lanka said belonged to Sri Lanka, the country itself, which it didn't. It belonged to the depositor. He hasn't given them a dime. He hasn't given the people that helped him put this package together a dime. Not 1 cent. It's not good. We caught you again. This is the same as before, going to South Korea, going to China, looking for gold, looking for currencies, and now it's Sri Lanka. The people of Sri Lanka, relax, because that gold is not getting out of Japan, and it's going to be returned most likely to either Sri Lanka or to the depositor, depending upon what the depositor wants to do. We're no longer under the guise of the Bretton Woods Agreement, seeing that the Bretton Woods Agreement was a fraudulent agreement from day one. Before the ink had dried on those papers, they were stealing, and they violated every term of that agreement for over 80 years. So it's not going to happen. So we'll have the names of all the players in a little bit. And I'll tell you what's happening, people. If they can't get the gold out of the East, like they're trying, they're not going to be able to shut down the dollar. They want to shut down the dollar because they'll have all the gold, which means they'll have the strength, the financial strength. And when they don't have that gold, they can't do anything because the East has the strength. Sri Lanka, you, Mr. Ex-President over there, you're hurting your entire continent by acting recklessly. You're hurting your people, you're hurting the people of Asia. If there is a Justice Department there, they should come down on you. Now. Now. Before I get arrest warrants, or the family gets arrest warrants for you. There's no jokes here. You're hurting too many people, you'll kill too many people because you're greedy. We'll be there. Count on it. We'll be knocking on your door. With the authorities, international authorities, you will be arrested. We will have all the information in a matter of a couple of days, a week maybe at the most, who bought them and so on, and we'll have people at their doors too. Benjamin Fulford, you tell me you're connected in Japan, I'll give you the information. You find out who these people are when I give you the information. You put the pressure on, you're there. Okay, you're my buddy, you put the pressure on. We'll see how you do. But they got 20,000 metric tons that don't belong to them. They're not going to keep it. It's going to go out stateside. Or it'll go another way. Okay? Anyway, now that that's all over with, maybe we can dance the merengue or something. Maybe not. So, what I want to tell you is that there's going to be many more new technologies coming in within a month or two, actually. Different things. I can't tell you what they are, but you'll be amazed when I do tell you. This here now is what we have to work on is the healing machine, computer. It does the job. I feel fantastic. I really do. I don't know if I look good, but I feel fantastic. You know, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. But I can't go anywhere until I was putting together the money for the collateral accounts. I spent my own money, as you know. Okay? A lot of money, more than $9 million. And much more was tied up, much more was stolen, and then the transfer of funds wasn't allowed through New York and within the last couple of months, and it was stopped. And that was good money coming in, which would have gotten me to that point over there where I would have had the accounts opened. Then I would have gotten the new technologies, which I've told you before. And then we could have dealt with it with money from the collateral accounts, not my money. And I needed, because it took so long and I got sick and I couldn't get money in, I needed help. And we haven't really gotten it. We've gotten help somewhat, but haven't gotten it. So I have to push a little bit to find a way to get this thing done so that we can bring in the new technologies and we can help each other and help the world. I mean, the money that's coming from the collateral accounts going through the platform will be humongous. It'll be huge. It'll be for all the new energies and things, plus other things as well. But depending upon what country we're talking and where we are. So all I can tell you is I'm busting my ass, and now I have energy to do it. My ass never had a problem, so don't worry about it. But I'm busting it. And then we move. Then we move. We're going to be fine. It's just how quickly we can move. The faster or quicker, the better. The sooner, the better. We need to do it. Okay? So, let me see. I guess that's it for this version, and I better say goodnight to Mrs. Calabash. You know Mrs. Calabash? No? Well, you're supposed to go, goodnight, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. And Mrs. Calabash is watching, and you know who Mrs. Calabash is. And if you don't, I can't tell you. I don't tell those trade secrets. You know who they are. Few of you do. Wild Bill knows who Mrs. Calabash is. Watch out in the jungle when Wild Bill's out there, because he shoots at anything that moves. You gotta be careful. So, let's think about all this, what we just said. I need to handle that gold, make sure it gets back to where it came from, which is Sri Lanka, or maybe back to the depositor, which will be the Dragon family. It can't be in the hands of the Japanese who stole. It went through HSBC, and they're going to be in trouble with the family when the family finds out that HSBC was used. Count. Handle it. And on the other hand, the machine is going to be okay. We'll be okay with it. We just can't overwhelm them so fast. Okay? Take it easy. Step by step. It took a long time for you to see one. Now you saw one, but you haven't even seen it yet. I'm going to turn it around for you in the next video we get. When they give it to me, I'll put it out, and you'll see everything. Okay? Okay. I can't stop talking when that camera's on. I should say good night. Right? Good night. No, I'm joking. Good night, folks. And take care. And everything's going to be fine. Okay? He was going to turn it off. You're nuts. Anyway, take care. And I'm glad you like the machine, like hearing about the machine. And I can't wait for you to get it and get on it so that you can feel like I do. I can jump to the moon. I can go grab Taj up there. Take care. Okay? I wish you well. I know too many of you are hurting. I read. I'm sorry. I'll do my best. Thank you. And good night. Nighty night.